while I'm eating my food. She gets absolutely obsessed over it. Like, you can't drink water with food, Angel. पेट की अग्नि बुझ जाएगी. So the digestion won't be able to process itself properly. Is that actually true?
It's not true completely. I think the idea behind stopping kids from having water along with the meal used to be कि वो पानी से अपना पेट ना भर लें.
Some people are like lactose intolerant and everything. But certain people also say that, if these people who are lactose intolerant were to consume milk on a daily basis, say for like a week or 2 weeks, they would somehow just become tolerant towards it. Is that actually true?
Nobody had lactose intolerance back then. It's only now people have this. That's because they have consumed it in the wrong way, wrong combinations.
It's the new trend that they're kind of moving from non-vegetarian to vegetarian now. Does that really help in losing weight? Kind of moving from non-vegetarian to vegetarian?
See, firstly, it's choice, I would say. It should come with a choice from within that, okay, if they want to give up non-veg to turn into a vegetarian, so that. But then if you talk about weight loss thing,
One overrated food that you think is a total scam?
I think sugar-free and fat-free biscuits, cookies that you get.
Yeah. What's the best kind of breakfast that I can introduce myself to? Greetings, everyone. Joining us on the podcast today is dietitian Tanvi Gulati, a powerhouse in the field of nutrition with her facts backed up by science and not just facts. She is an MSc in food and nutrition and also served as a senior dietitian at Max Hospital. She's worked and finished her training in PGI Chandigarh, and today she's here to share her thoughts with us. I'm really excited to have this conversation with her and have her on board with us for this podcast today. Hi, Tanviji. Thank you for coming today. How are you?
Thank you so much, Ishdeep. Thank you for the wonderful introduction.
I wanted to ask because we are talking about nutrition today, and that's our major topic. So let's start with asking you this very simple question. What did you have for breakfast today?
I had idli with podi masala, with authentic South Indian masala, along with cold coffee. Did you have your breakfast?
No, no, I did not. I was also getting the chills about doing this podcast first. I wasn't sure how this is going to go. So I was slightly nervous. But now I think sitting right in front of you is kind of keeping me calm as well. I'm enjoying this entire procedure. Now that we are talking about nutrition and everything, do you cook your food yourself? आप अपने आप सारा खाना बनाते हो अपना?
Most of the time.
Most of the time. No help needed
I
as such.
do have help who does cutting and chopping for me, and when I do shoots, when I make my kitchen mess to clean it. So basically, whenever I hire a maid, she's like, kitchen का काम करना है, just cutting, chopping, and जो मैं खलारा डालूंगी वो उठाना है. So that's the job.
Right. नहीं, which is fair also.
Yeah.
अपने स्वाद का अपने आप को ही पता होता है
Yeah,
कि हाँ,
correct.
इतने ही मसाले डालने हैं.
Yeah.
अच्छा, I wanted to ask before we jump into nutrition completely, I first wanted to reminisce where we met for the first time. It was this Women's Day event that we did in our town. छोटा सा था, and I think you came there, explained us about hormones and everything, and how it is important to keep ourselves in proper health to be able to live a sustainable lifestyle. And I think everything that you explained that day was at par because I learned a lot from there. I've also cut down a lot on my coffee since then. वरना एक टाइम तो ऐसा था कि मतलब सुबह सुबह उठते ही I want coffee or I could just not do it. But after that, I think I did realize that it is important to not work up my hormones by sort of consuming so much caffeine in one go. But coming to that, I wanted to ask you that do you drink coffee or tea in the morning or no, that's not your jam? It is?
I do that, but I make sure I've had something healthy before that, like my
So what is more preferable, coffee or tea for you?
anything. Both of them are caffeine, so anything that you like. But yes, I'm a tea person, so I prefer my Indian masala tea. Yeah.
चाय भी इम्पोर्टेंट है.
Chai, yes.
नहीं तो आपको भी ऐसा लगता है कि चाय पीने के बाद बस मेरी नींद खुल जाती है और बस my day is like it's on track now, but I need a chai to do that.
No, but I think caffeine is more of psychological than your body's physiological need. ये हमने बना लिया है. Emotional dependence चाय पर कर ली है या कॉफी पर, तो which you can definitely come over it अगर आप ध्यान रखो. Like rather than starting your day with tea, coffee, nuts या fruit के साथ, if you start it, it's always better. And tea can be done with your breakfast. So tea should not be a meal. Tea or coffee should not be your meal. It should be something separate, not a meal in itself.
Not a meal in itself.
Yeah.
And if you're drinking it with your meal, is that healthy?
Ideally, it interferes with your iron absorption when you have tea, coffee along with your meal. But then, if you are skipping a meal and having just tea, coffee,
Yeah.
but then having tea, coffee along with the meal, I would say have tea, coffee along with the meal rather than skipping the meal altogether.
Now, when you say having tea, coffee along with the meal is okay,
Yeah.
is also having water with the meal okay? Because there's so much taboo around it कि नहीं पानी नहीं पीना है भाई खाने के साथ. Every time I am eating food and my mom sees me drinking water right while I'm eating my food, she gets absolutely obsessed over it. Like, you can't drink water with food, Angel. You're gonna पेट की अग्नि बुझ जाएगी. So the digestion won't be able to process itself properly. Is that actually true?
It's not true completely. I think the idea behind stopping kids from having water along with the meal used to be कि वो पानी से अपना पेट ना भर लें. So that used to be the idea. और बड़े होते होते इसका एक different ही एक myth बन चुका है कि पानी के साथ digestion stop होता है. It's not that. In fact, it dilutes if you are not having a lot of water. अगर आप sip कर रहे हो, अब कईयों को they have swallowing problem taking it inside. So if you're having 1 or 2 sips, so that's completely okay. उसमें कोई problem नहीं है.
अब
You
बताओ
can have
गले
it.
में खाना अटक रहा है और
Yes.
तुम पानी भी नहीं
No,
पी
no, you can
सकते हो.
have few sips. That would not interfere with digestion.
Yeah,
Not
so
at
that's
all.
absolutely all right.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. So I can drink. Mom, please watch this. Okay. Uh, but I wanted to ask you. Oh yeah, I have a lot of questions. Now my myths are breaking, and I think I'm enjoying this. Partially also enjoying the fact that I'm correct in certain points. This is one of those things. So moving on from it. अब मैंने पानी भी खा सकते हो खाने के साथ पी सकती हूँ. I can have some water with food. I can even have chai or coffee with food. What's the best kind of breakfast that I can introduce myself to?
Okay, so I asked you, you skipped your breakfast in the
Yes,
morning, no?
100% skipped it.
So I think the reason behind young people like you skipping breakfast is they wake up a little late. By that time, I think सारी family का breakfast हो चुका होता है, so they feel कि अभी मैं क्या खाऊं, ठंडा खाऊं या कुछ खुद से तो नहीं बना के खा
It's like
सकती.
you're holding me guilty right now, Tanvi ji. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
So that's the reason, but it's completely okay. I mean, I think when I was your age, when having the idea of cooking the meal on my own, used to freak me out. So nahin, this is completely normal. So what you can do is, if you are okay, I mean, there's a very interesting oats coffee ki smoothie that jo ban jati hai. Usme you get coffee also, you get oats, different kind of smoothies you can introduce. Fruit and curd is a great combination. Aajkal seasonal. Even you can have mango if you like, mango with a bowl of curd. I mean, if you can't cook a breakfast for
Proper
yourself.
breakfast
Yeah.
meals.
Again, if you are fond of cooking, you can ask help or your mother to chop some vegetables. You can make a quick chila for yourself. If you eat eggs, eggs can be done. I mean, boiled eggs, omelette, anything of that sort can be done. A quick sandwich can be made. Just make sure your sandwich is not bread and butter. You need to add a vegetable into it. You need to add a source of protein into it. Now, protein you would get from paneer, you can get from chickpeas, you can get from eggs. So make sure all these 3 things are there. Like, you have a source of carbohydrate, you have protein and fiber whenever you're having your breakfast. And breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So try not missing it. Because if you are missing breakfast, you tend to have cravings at the later half of the day that you do not realize. People say, I'm not hungry in the morning. But वो क्या होता है, वो after 5 p.m. ऐसी hunger होती है, then you end up eating anything and everything.
Yes.
That's there. And
I've suffered with this problem
you've suffered
myself.
with this? Yeah.
So till 5 o'clock in the evening, I would go like, okay, perfect. I'm having the best time of my life. I'm doing a proper diet. And I am not going to cheat today. Right after it's like 5 or 6 p.m. in the evening, something just strikes inside me and it says, you have to go out. Probably grab a burger or maybe some momos or something like that, dim sums or something. I don't know. I just go out and I snack like a fool then. I completely forget that I am on a diet. That I have, put this much effort in the entire day, and now I think I should keep it up, but I don't do it for some reason. So, what is the best way to kind of control your cravings? One could be that you have a proper breakfast. What other ways?
So go with the circadian rhythm. Like, when the sun rises, ideally your body's digestion goes along with the sunset and sunrise. So when the sun rises, your body is able to digest food better during those hours. And when it's sunset after 6 p.m., 7 p.m., I mean, that's why they always say dinner should be the lightest meal, because sun has set and you can't be eating a filling breakfast, carbohydrate rich, high salt meal that time.
Yeah, that
So
will be-
ideally it should be ulta. Breakfast should be nice, filling. If you're not hungry, go with like smoothies or maybe poha, not parantha every day if not a parantha person. But then lunch should be a filling meal. It should have carbohydrate, it should be roti or rice. And having salad for lunch is the most crazy thing I've heard. Many people who are working, they say, हम खाने पे lunch में salad ले जाते हैं.
Hmm.
And then by 6 p.m. they are so hungry, then they'll grab something from the canteen or order in at their workplace because
Yeah.
they had salad for lunch. Salad is not for lunch. You can have
Filling
that.
नहीं होता.
Yes, it should be normal, whatever your staple food is. It can
Hmm.
be dal chawal, rajma rice, chana rice, whatever it is, with a serving of curd or buttermilk, anything. So a complete meal, whatever we've been having since whatever is being cooked in our kitchens, you've seen
Yeah.
your mother's cooking, so that's a filling lunch that you should be eating, not a
Right.
bowl of salad or something for lunch.
That is not
That's
enough.
the worst thing. Yeah.
But you know, sometimes what happens if we have a hearty meal for lunch?
Hmm.
For example, say I am going for a job
Mm.
and now I have eaten this hearty meal for lunch. I usually people start feeling sleepy after that. You know, they feel
Sluggish.
drowsy and they just want to
Mhm.
kind of take a nap for an hour at least.
Mhm.
How do you get over that? Or how do I choose
Again,
the right kind of food for myself so I don't feel drowsy after that?
so again, see what works for you. Few people feel this way with rice, few people feel this way with gluten. So just figure out what works for you. Ideally, dal, chawal, roti, sabzi on the side with a serving of yogurt or raita. So that's a complete thing. It should not. And when your portions are right, you always tend to feel sleepy when you have overeaten.
Hmm.
When you have kept your portions right, start your meal by a serving of salad. The raw things should you should start your meal ideally by salad like cucumber, tomato, whatever is seasonal, and then start having your roti, sabzi, rice, and eat slowly. When you're eating constantly talking or your mind is somewhere else, you'll always overeat. And another thing is, don't eat directly from the bowl that you've carried to work. Carry a plate as well. Always serve it out of that bowl and then eat it. Listen to your body, and when it says it's full, just stop it right there.
Hmm.
And even in fact, before that, before the
Yes.
body gives that sign.
Yeah. So there's this book called Ikigai. It's by
Mhm.
some Japanese author.
Japanese
I
book,
think,
yeah.
and it constitutes mostly of Japanese techniques
Mm.
of how you should live a happy life.
Mm.
And I think one of these techniques that they mention in that book is that you should not really fill up your stomach.
Correct.
You should
Mm.
always keep it half full, so that you know you are staying more active during the day and
Mhm.
everything.
Because it takes time for your stomach to send that signal to the brain. The neurons in the stomach, they take maybe 5-10 minutes to send that signal. So that's why I say eat slowly.
हाँ.
So that by the time you realize that okay, I'm full, at least itni overeating nahi kar li hai ki wo bahut zyada ho chuka hai. So
Exactly.
eat slowly. So that's
slowly.
important.
So, you know, when they say that you should at least chew your food 32 times or 34, I'm
Yeah,
not sure. Is that a
32.
myth or is it for real? Should we actually chew so much before?
Actually, digestion starts in the mouth.
Hmm.
Okay, so if you are putting inside bigger pieces into the stomach will have to work harder. Many people these days, they have issues of bloating. Earlier, bloating was never an issue. I had not
Yes.
heard this word when I think I was in college. I didn't know what bloating was, but now every other day, every young girls, they come to me and say, I feel bloated. I feel bloated. I mean, it's not even related to their period cycle. They feel bloated. The reason is definitely maybe they are not chewing their food or they are not mentally involved when they are eating. And
Right.
yes, biting 32 times might not be important, but make sure it's at least 10-12 times so
Yeah.
that smaller pieces get into the gut, not
Yes.
bigger ones.
I do understand that the food first has
Yeah,
to
because
mix properly with the saliva.
there's a enzyme called amylase in your saliva which helps further break down the food. And when there are smaller pieces, तो वो better digestion होगी. Yes, when they reach the stomach.
Right.
तो उसको क्यों extra काम करा रहे हैं पेट को बड़े pieces देके कि वो इतना काम कर रहा है और saliva अपना काम कर ही नहीं रहा है.
Right.
So,
So till now, what I've understood with this little conversation that we've had till now, ki eat your breakfast like a king and your dinner like a pauper,
correct.
and maybe lunch like a middle class man.
Yeah.
Right. But you know, there is this new trend. Have you heard of it? It's called OMAD, one meal a day. So
Mhm.
where usually people would go and eat some salad for breakfast, and then they
Mm.
will eat one meal that is during lunch.
Mhm.
We'll call it a brunch probably,
Mhm.
and then they'll just have fruits in the evening, and maybe a little snack somewhere in the evening before fruits, where they
Mm.
have some tea or something like that.
Mhm.
Do you think this is the right way to go? Mostly people do it for losing weight or trying to get in shape. Is that
Mhm.
the right way to go?
It looks like kind because I have not come across this trend. I have come across keto, intermittent, but this is something new for me. Is eating one meal, like if you are eating grains for one meal. So this looks similar to me to fasting, what a
Yes,
traditional
sort of.
fasting is. So if it is done once a week or twice a week, it's okay. If you're doing it throughout the week, all the time, it can lead to nutritional deficiencies, having hair fall, skin issues, hormonal imbalances in the long run. So if you want to eat something like this, try consulting a nutritionist, usko balance karwa lo so that you're getting all the nutrients in it. I mean,
Yes.
jumping onto because it's trending, it'll
It's not the,
always have some harmful effects in the long run.
so that's not the right way to go like
Yeah.
that. Fair. And now when we were talking about, oh, Madhu mentioned intermittent fasting
Yeah.
and keto.
Keto, yeah.
Keto is something that's always caught my attention somehow. What is this? People are like, we can eat paneer ke pakode during keto. Is it? No, seriously, is it true? I don't know. I mean, I would
Actually
love
not.
to follow keto if I can have paneer ke pakode for breakfast, man. It's just exceptional.
Okay. So in all these years of, studying nutrition and practicing in various hospitals, keto, what I know is keto was ideally designed for children who had the issue of scissors since birth, like, 4 5 year old children they had. So this diet was designed basically to give a low carbohydrate, like almost, I think, 10 20 grams of carbohydrate in the diet, more of fat and little protein. So that's how it was designed, so that carbohydrates are now metabolic and ketogens are released into the blood. So this diet basically used to help them come out of that condition. So but now I don't know who took this diet to adults to lose weight. And I have seen people who've followed keto for a long period of time. Their skin sags, their hair is done like just 20% hair left on their hair on their head. And also the major issue that I also see with them, they have sleep disturbances, mood swings, hormonal imbalances. Women, they stop getting their periods properly. So all these are side effects. Again, you would never see a qualified dietitian recommending you a ketogenic diet for weight loss, because it's not meant for weight loss.
Right.
It was meant for something else when it was invented. Yeah.
So can you share this again with me? Exactly what was it meant for initially?
Caesars, ketogenic diet was initially started to to manage children who had seizures, fits,
Okay.
what we call
Okay, like
fits, yes, for those children.
All right. All right.
Like stopping carbohydrate from the meal used to lead to fat, to the major source of energy. So which was the science behind it, and it was helpful for those kids.
Right. Now we've understood about keto. I think we'll jump to intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
How healthy is it to follow intermittent fasting? And is it good to, sort of adopt this fasting method in the long run? If I'm 26 years old, and if I plan to use it till about I'm 31 or 32, is that the right way to go? Because I want to keep looking young
Okay.
till 32. I mean, who knows? Yes.
All right. See, intermittent fasting, again, if it fits in your routine, it's a good thing. If you're not the one who feels hungry in the morning, but then again, you're not the one who feels hungry even after 7 p.m. Because it doesn't mean that you don't eat your breakfast, but then after 9 p.m., you are like ordering anything and everything. So that's not the right thing. Intermittent fasting, if you are not hungry in the morning, you have busy morning hours, you can stay on only water or maybe a black coffee up till 12 noon. So that's the ideal way to do intermittent fasting. And then a nice balanced meal one around 1 or 2 p.m. Again, a nice filling evening meal that would be like around 7 or 8 p.m. And again, your digestive system needs to shut at sunset, even if you're doing intermittent fasting. Few people, what they do is they start their day around 1 or 2 p.m. with some coffee or something. 5 p.m. they're having something outside, a sandwich or a coffee. And then by dinner time, they're so hungry, then they order in something. So that's not intermittent fasting. Even if you're following a certain time window of eating, you should be eating healthy and
Right.
balanced. That's the idea.
So if in short I'm supposed to say, then intermittent fasting is healthy if it's done
Yes.
in the correct way.
I recommend it to many of my clients, who have busy mornings, who do not have time, or, when they have a weight loss plateau, they are unable to lose weight with the diets, then some, body needs to be given a jhatka, and that jhatka is given by intermittent fasting. But you can't do it on your own.
For a person who's fit, let's say you, so how many meals do you eat in a day? Like, do you
I
have
eat my 3 meals and 2 snacks and 2 chai.
Two chai.
Two
It's
chai.
not one, it's two.
It's two, yes.
So we can break the chai myth here. You can
Yes.
have chai
You
twice
can
a day at
have
least.
yes, you can have tea, coffee twice a day, but
Hmm.
don't have it as a meal. Glow up culture.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
glow up
the
culture.
glow up culture. Yes.
Do you think that should affect the people today, even if you do not
It
think so?
is.
There's
Yeah.
one thing that I have around the glow up culture. The teenagers, the
Mm.
younger generation is very affected by it. How do
Mhm.
they combat it?
Yeah, I think recently it was in news also. I think a young girl, around 12, 13-year-old girl from Kerala, she had completely stopped eating carbs, and after 15 days or maybe a month or so, I don't can't recall the exact thing, she passed away because she was, I think, admitted in hospital with a weight of 35 kg, and she could her body's all systems had stopped. So what she was doing on her own, she was kind of following some kind of a diet, so which is like, because it's available on social
Social
media,
media.
they can see that. See, glow up culture, again, I would say, what they are showing is they've shot that for a 30 minutes 1 minute reel. uh, you don't know what mental health, uh, what the mental state of that person is. Are they sleeping well? Are they having cordial relationships with their family? How have they attained that? They would never tell you the truth behind reaching there. Ideally, health and wellness should be doable. You
Right.
should be able to sleep well, you should be able to perform your duties well. I mean, being a mother, a wife, a daughter, if you're doing something, keeping aside all your responsibilities and attaining something temporarily, is it really worth it?
But even when I think back about it, I go back in retrospect and I think about it. I do understand when I was in class 7th, I don't even remember what my weight was.
Hmm.
Do you, Tanvi ji? आपको याद है कि आप क्लास 7 में
I
क्या
think
कर रहे थे और आपका
once, I
weight क्या
think
था?
school mein they checked it was around 48. Like, I've
Yeah,
never been a very thin one. Yeah.
but did it really matter at that time that,
No,
oh my God, I'm
never.
48
It never
kgs?
did. Never
Yeah.
did.
At that point of time, we didn't care about it. But these
Hmm.
days, if you see kids in class 4, 5, 6, 7,
Hmm.
they're already so aware about the nutrition or the lifestyle that they're
Hmm.
supposed to live or they want to live or the sort of body that they
They
expect.
want
Uh,
to.
is that even healthy? What should
Hmm.
parents do to not put their children through this ordeal?
So, yeah, girls are supposed to look a certain way, behave a certain way to look desirable
Hmm.
and to be desirable. So, ideally, this should not be the thing. The focus should be on how they feel, how they are able to perform at home, professionally. So that's more important. And nobody is, even today, we say there's feminism,
Yeah.
we've, दुनिया बहुत आगे बढ़ चुकी है, but still the focus is on how much do you weigh,
Yeah.
how do you look,
Look.
बाल कितने लंबे हैं, and skin
Are you
glow कर
presentable
रही
enough or
है.
not?
हैं?
Correct.
So this is again, yeah, and nobody would ask that from a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That pressure is always on the
On the
girl,
woman.
that how much she weighs. Yeah.
Specifically when it comes to personality and the image
Yes.
that they're supposed to portray in the society.
Mhm.
I mean, I've myself been part of this entire fiasco where my parents were also looking for a man for the for a marriage
Mhm.
and everything. And again, in the arranged marriage market, I think it starts getting so toxic after a point of time
Mhm.
because these men are mostly looking for women who are in the perfect shape, in the perfect body type. I'm so sorry to say, sometimes we need to look both ways, right? If I'm looking at the woman, being a man, I should also look at myself. But that's somewhere I think people are lacking. And this is the most politest way I could put it across. But moving on, despite understanding all this, you're also a mother, Tanviji, and your son is how many years old?
He's 8 years old.
He's 8 years old. These days, you know how mothers kind of face this major problem कि बच्चों को vegetables ही नहीं खाना है. अरे ये खा ही नहीं रहा है, इसको सब्जी कैसे खिलाऊं? तो that's one problem that they're majorly suffering with, literally, because they're like दाल और रोटी देखकर तो ये ऐसे भाग जाते हैं. And I've seen my friends who've had kids now, and I see, I remember one of my friends, we were going for a holy party, and she's kind of telling her daughter that, take a bite, but there's no way that her daughter would touch that food. But the moment we, went to Subway, we ordered some fries. Though they have those baked veggies, so we ordered those, and she finished the packet. So I was like, she was hungry, wouldn't eat that food. Why? How do we why do we always have to trick our children into kind of eating healthy food and not making them fall in love with it somehow.
Because they know there are options available.
Yeah. So there's no
That
other way out of
when
this.
there's no option available, or I mean, you know, what you have to do, like what I did for my son is making healthy eating a part of the routine. Like हफ्ते में 5 दिन normal घर का खाना ही बनेगा, but then it can be made healthy. You develop their taste for home cooked foods. Keep trying, and home cooked meals are good for yourself, good for you as well. The problem is not with kids. The thing is कि वो इतना junk food के लिए क्यों उनको वो environment मिला हुआ है, because even you are eating that 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
If you would not eat that, they would they know that there's no option. तो वो घर का खाना ही खाना है.
खाना है.
And be innovative. Even we sometimes get bored eating that dal roti. So many times I make interesting kind of pizzas, pastas at home, which kids like. He's not eating roti. I take a chapati, add some homemade chutney, put the sabzi inside, make a roll, grill it. Ye lo ji,
Give
humne
it.
bana diya.
Yeah.
So that's how it's done. So there are ways to make them eat, but yes, you need patience and you need to set an example by following that trend. That हमने हफ्ते में 2 दिन से ज़्यादा बाहर का नहीं खाना.
Right. What is your go-to recipe to feed your son? Which is fully packed of vegetables and nutrients that you would want to kind of tell everybody about it. What is that recipe?
We are parantha people. I mean, तो घर पे like I think 4 days a week it's parantha only, one parantha or the other. But yes, I play a lot with paranthas. Broccoli, cheese, paneer parantha is one thing that we all are fond of.
Oh wow.
So he's grown up eating that.
Broccoli paranthas.
Yes, and it tastes amazing.
I am telling you, if my mother would have tried that trick on me, if she would have tried it,
that's the amazing.
It wouldn't have gone very well, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, I think. Can you invite me for breakfast sometime?
Definitely.
And
You're
maybe
welcome.
we could try those broccoli paranthas.
Yes, broccoli paranthas. I make different kind of idlis, moong dal idlis. And I mean, because you know, I don't like to cook paranthas. It's usually my house help. So the days my help is coming regularly, it's mostly paranthas, and the days there are issues, then it's more of idlis, pohas. But then again, I like to play with my poha as well. I add some paneer into it. Lot of vegetables that are seasonal, and then little bit of, I mean, you know, my brother, he happens to be a very nice cook. Once he came over and I made this lot of sabziyon wala poha, I thought he'll be happy. He said, "तूने तो authentic recipe खराब कर दी. Poha was supposed to be aloo and just kanda." He used to live in Mumbai back then. So then I was like, okay, मैं तो ऐसे ही बनाऊंगी. You'll have to eat like this. But yes, that's the way to make them eat.
Paranthas and everything. That sounds great. I'm going to try that broccoli parantha also.
Yes, for sure.
With you for the first time though. But coming to it, there are a lot of Western trends that have fallen into our diet culture and everything. How we've stopped, like I was talking about wheat also. How people have started trying to go gluten-free, dairy-free.
Vegan, yeah.
Vegan, that's the correct term for it. Yes. Veganism has become a trend. Do you think that's healthy? I mean, being in the Indian subcontinent, being a part of being born here and brought up here, having such genes as well, does that matter during our entire nutritional journey? I mean, how does this work?
See, I would say being vegan is nothing wrong. I mean, but then again, there's a if. The reason, there should be a reason why you are going vegan. It's either you want to, do a completely animal free, no animal cruelty thing you're following, or you're not able to digest lactose, you're lactose intolerant, or you're not having access to good quality or authentic milk. If you're not having access to that, then going vegan is all right. But if you're doing that only because it's trending, then it's wrong. Because if you talk about other alternatives like almond milk, coconut milk, they do not have all that nutrients that regular cow or buffalo milk has. It's very low on protein. It's very low on so many other nutrients which are, which your regular milk gives you. Talking about like our Indian gut, it's used to digesting our dahi, homemade curd, paneer, we've grown up eating. I mean, if some vegan, they also stop having ghee in their diet. They shift to other olive oil and all. Yes. But then the nutritive value of ghee is way more than all these oils, right? So doing that, if you have a reason behind that, a medical reason or an ethical reason, then it's all right. But yes, going just with the trend is really not recommended.
Right. Right. See, when I say veganism and everything,
Hmm.
there's also this whole immunity that we're talking about,
Hmm.
right? Do you think turning vegan for an
Hmm.
Indian person
Hmm.
also starts affecting their immunity in any sort of way?
Of course, we have grown up eating all these things. There are certain enzymes, there are certain microbiome in our gut. If they would stop getting their nutrition, we'll
Mhm.
completely change our way of eating. So immunity would definitely get affected
Right.
with that. So you should be eating what you have grown up eating unless it has stopped suiting you for some particular reason.
Mm.
That's how it should go.
And sometimes I see some people are like lactose intolerant and everything, but certain people also say that if these people who are lactose intolerant were to consume milk on a daily basis, say for like a week or
Mm,
2 weeks,
mm,
they would somehow just become tolerant towards it.
mm.
Is that actually true?
It may or may not be. Maybe they were not lactose intolerant in the
Mm.
first place.
Yeah, maybe it's because they did not consume it for so long.
Yes, that's the reason. Maybe, there was a change of place,
Hmm.
the variety of milk they were consuming from a cow or buffalo, that changed. And the problem with milk, if you are lactose tolerant, is only when you are having it, making milkshakes or having those canned milks, flavored milks
Yeah.
that you get. So those are something that create havoc in your body. Ek to lactose, I say,
Yeah.
then a lot of sugar, preservatives, having it in the right way in your curd, buttermilk, maybe a glass of turmeric milk. So that's
Hmm.
the healthier ways, the
Way to go.
traditional ways how it used to be taken. Nobody had lactose intolerance back then.
Right.
It's only now people have this. That's
Yes.
because they have consumed it in the wrong way, wrong combinations.
Correct. Tanviji, are you a vegetarian or a
I'm
non-vegetarian?
a vegetarian.
Do you also suggest people to turn non-vegetarian sometimes when you think they need more protein or anything? Or no?
Again, if there are some regional religious beliefs behind that, then of course I cannot force and I would not force. But yes, if there are no religious beliefs, then it's okay. I mean, having eggs, chicken once in a while to complete the protein requirements is all right.
It's okay to
Because,
consume.
yes, because so many nutrients you do not get them from vegetarian
Yeah.
diets. Yes, protein is one of them, B12. So there
Yes.
are few iron. So all these are better. They have better bioavailability in non-vegetarian foods. But then again, vegetarians also have their foods from which they can get that.
Right. So, say you're a vegetarian and you don't eat non-veg. So these certain, B12 and all of these nutrients that you're talking about, sometimes we're not able to consume that through our vegetarian food.
Mhm.
So do you take supplements for that or something? Or no, you don't need to take supplements if you are having a proper diet. How does this work?
Yeah. So ideally, your body, whenever you are deficient in something, the body is deficient in some nutrient, it gives you signs. It's really smart. You'll start feeling lethargic. You'll not be able to perform well. Your hair, skin, mood, everything will tell you there's something wrong is going. So the best way is to go get a blood work done.
Right.
So, consult a nutritionist, go to a doctor. They'll tell you that what all is wrong. And if required, then you need to start with some supplement. Like ideally from Indian diets, sometimes you need to start iron supplements, B12, omega-3, because that's not met through vegetarian diets.
Right.
So these are the supplements that ideally you need to start. But yes, one thing more, the supplement market has grown.
Majorly.
You open social media and you would see one or the other person advertising collagen,
Yeah.
biotin.
It's vast. I want to understand this specifically because protein, BCAA, collagen, things like that.
Correct.
There's something called lion's mane mushroom.
Hmm.
From last time I understand what mushrooms were, psychedelics, and I think we were not supposed to easily just
Hmm.
consume it normally. But people are
Yeah.
like drinking lion's mane mushroom coffee and all of that. Is that the right way to go?
With again, I would say this supplement thing. The supplements that are essential, I've already talked about
Yes.
them, right? And this collagen, biotin. If you are having a well balanced diet, you would never need collagen. You would never need biotin. You would never need all these gummies. They are very
Yeah.
trending. So
For
you would
hair
never,
growth and
you would never need that if your diet is balanced.
yes.
Okay, and supplements are all right. They are just meant to supplement, they are not a replacement. Many people
हाँ,
feel that okay, मैंने supplement खा लिया, अभी मुझे कुछ खाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है.
yes,
That's not the thing. They are supplement. The
yes.
name says in itself. They're not a
Hmm.
meal replacement.
Yeah, that's a very beautiful way to explain it
Yeah.
actually. It's a supplement, it's not
Yeah.
people, it's the new trend that they're kind of moving from non-vegetarian to vegetarian now.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of them are just getting more eco-friendly,
Yeah.
and the others are just doing it to lose weight.
Hmm.
Is that actually, you think, does that really help in losing weight, kind of moving from
Uh,
non-vegetarian to vegetarian?
See, firstly, it's choice, I would say. It should come with a choice from within that, okay, if they want to give up non-veg to turn into a vegetarian, so that. But then if you talk about weight loss thing, yes, to some extent, because vegetarian meals are high on fiber and non-veg is quite, it does have protein, but then it also matters that in what form non-veg you are consuming. If it's made in that traditional chicken curry, mutton curry at home, you're having with a lot of rice and
Yeah.
roti, so that combination is not that healthy. But yes, and when you switch to vegetarian foods, then maybe you eat more of lentils, dals, sabzis, so then you are automatically cutting down on some amount of fat, and carbohydrate consumption also decreases when you cut down on all these non-vegetarian foods.
Correct.
So yes, indirectly, if we say, it does help in
It
weight
does
loss.
help in
It
weight
does
loss.
help in weight loss.
Well, I have just recently transitioned from a
True.
non-vegetarian to
But then again,
a
there are healthier
vegetarian.
ways to include non-veg in diet. There are healthier ways like switch to grilled and air fried options. I come from a staunch non-vegetarian family, married in a vegetarian family. I have seen that.
Ah.
This might not be added.
No, we should add this, please. Please make sure this is not edited. But yes, so how was this entire transition for you? I mean, coming from a non-vegetarian family and completely transitioning into a vegetarian, how did that serve you? Was it easy to adopt a vegetarian lifestyle, or no, you couldn't just?
Uh, See, again, I would say, since I had read nutrition, so if you talk about nutritionally, I knew that nutritionally it doesn't matter. It's
Ah,
all about the taste.
right. It is about the
So
taste.
if I knew I can manage it nutritionally.
Ah.
So it was done. I like my paneer. I like milk and milk products. I'm lactose tolerant, so that's not a problem. And I
So
also like tofu.
you have options. About tofu,
Yeah.
I mean, where are you getting this tofu that you like? I mean, those packet tofus that I get from our
Um,
supermarket is.
it doesn't take that great. Yeah.
I will never touch it again. I've tried it and I don't think I like it
I've
at all.
tried few varieties, like while traveling, 1 or 2 times I got that silken tofu. I want to learn. I mean, I try different kind of recipes also. So I've been trying to make tofu at home.
Okay.
So
Does
I
that
mean,
work? Were you able to?
I will try. I keep
More.
trying so many difficult things. So
Right.
I'll try to make tofu also at home. So
Hmm.
let's see how it turns out. But yes, I mean, talking about eating out, there are so many Asian restaurants that serve good tofu.
Okay.
There are many. So when eating out, that's one of the go-to thing that I opt
That you
for.
do. Talking about eating out, Tanviji, I wanted to ask, is eating out also healthy at times? And when I say eating out, not in elite places or great
Mm.
cafes, no. When I
Mm.
talk about street food, can
Mm.
street food also be healthy? Sometimes, just a little opinion that I have about this is that sometimes I feel street food is more fresh than the food that's being cooked inside these cafes and all.
Yeah.
Maybe they are sort of serving us food that's been left over from
Yeah,
the
that's
past few
stale.
days.
Yes,
Yeah.
many times happened with me
Whereas
as
at
well.
the street food cart, you will only get fresh food because they're
Mm.
literally just cooking it in front of you and serving it to you.
Mhm.
So how do you, is that a healthy option to eat on the street sometimes? Maybe grab a vada pav or something. How?
Yeah, it's perfectly okay. Like I always say, it's 80-20. 80% of the time, eat home cooked meals. 20%, go eat whatever you like. I am myself, I love golgappe. So we do go to
Me
eat
too.
in the evening.
High five.
Alright. So yes, talking about, there are so many healthy options. If go out, there are so many times you get that moong sprout ka chaat mil raha hota
Yeah.
and it tastes amazing. That bhel puri,
Hmm.
that can be munched on when you like. Idli sambar aajkal you get it easily in street food mein, so that's a very healthy option to opt for. Sweet potatoes, shakarkandi mujhe to bahut achhi lagti hai, that
Same.
sardi ke dinon mein
Ek
with that
chhalli,
chutney and nimbu on it.
एक chhalli, corn cobs,
Yes.
and shakargandi. It's
Yes,
the most
why
go-to
not?
thing for
Yeah,
me.
see,
I love it
these
most.
things are least processed.
Yeah.
ये जैसे ही मार्केट से आई उन्होंने बिल्कुल उस पे थोड़ा मसाला डालकर हमें सर्व कर दिया. So that's the best thing that you can indulge in.
Yeah.
Yes, go for it.
So sometimes street food can also be
Yes,
healthy.
yes. I mean, don't go for those ultra processed. वो आप spring rolls खा रहे हो
हाँ.
and those momos खा रहे हो तो you can avoid that.
I love momos for some
Okay.
reason. There are dim sums and then there are momos.
Mm.
So dim sums are good, of course.
Mm.
But momos is just something. Do you think this street food and all these kind of junk food that we eat, it can get addictive as well? Because I've
It can get addictive because see, anything that has a lot of salt in it, that is addictive. Your body, you know, वो एकदम trigger हो जाती है and you feel like eating it, and it is so addictive कि आपने वो एक दिन, 2 दिन, 4 दिन खाया, 5वें दिन your body will crave for it.
yes, that happens.
Yes.
How do you get over it? मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है कि maybe it's because of the arrowroot that they put inside it or
Yeah.
MSG that they
Ultra
use.
processed जो चीजें हैं, मैदे की बनी हुई चीजें हैं with lot of salt in it, less nutrition in it, they are always addictive.
Yeah.
You feel like
You know,
eating
sometimes that happens that 5-6 days you're eating out. 7th day, even if you're eating home, you don't feel
You don't.
full because you're like कि थोड़ा बाहर का कुछ
Now,
चटपटा
see,
सा
now
मिल
the
जाए.
problem is here. Why 5-7 days you were eating out? You know?
Good question. Why were we doing that in the
हाँ,
first
तो
place?
तभी 80-20 rule को follow कर लो.
Hmm.
Most of your problems will be solved.
Right.
उसमें see, you will be able to treat yourself. There are times, you know, my son wants to eat pizza, and I am not that kind of a mother who would say no, तुम नहीं खा सकते. नहीं तो, you know, the moment he'll go out of the house or he'll go to some relative's place or some friend's place, he'll be like, मेरे लिए pizza order कर दो, because he knows. So, and kids these days are so smart. वो
Yeah.
already plan बनाकर चलते हैं.
Exactly.
So we have to make sure that there's room for all these, you know, things like बाहर का कभी pasta भी. Though I make healthier versions, but yes, we do eat outside. When again 20% of the time,
Yeah.
but not more than that.
So it's the 80-20 rule.
80-20 rule.
Where 80% of the time you're eating in home.
In
and-
home clean food. Yes.
Yeah.
Even if you have to travel, try carrying your meals, or when you are eating out, opt for healthier options. Just 20% of the time.
If you eat out, it's
Yes,
okay.
it's okay.
Also, I understand, you know, so what happens is that wanting to follow a proper diet can also be elitist in times, you know, because certain things are really expensive to kind of buy. So, I mean, how do you kind of break out of this problem? There are so many people who want to kind of be able to follow a proper food style and be able to consume good food, but because of monetary problems, they are able to not get to that type of proper diet. So how do they combat this problem?
Yeah. See, this is a very serious problem lately. People have, it's all about marketing, how food has been marketed over the years. It's, people think that what if the food that is expensive, only that is healthy. So which is not true at all. And sometimes you know, when I start with conversations with my client, I ask them what they ate, what they usually eat. Sometimes they feel ashamed telling me that they eat normal dal roti, and it's so disheartening.
Yeah.
You know, the food we've grown up eating, and they feel telling me they ate a quinoa salad or they ate a smoothie is more fancy
Yeah.
and healthy.
Yeah.
And I even have clients who say कि हमारे घर पे तो ये गेहूं का आटा और चावल आता ही नहीं, we only get packed millets and quinoa.
Yeah.
And they feel proud about it.
Yeah.
And which is definitely not the right thing.
Right.
So what the problem is, this organic.
Yes, it's very expensive also.
Yes, organic, this A2 ghee. All these things are way out of reach of a common middle class
Yeah,
man.
Celtic salt and things like that.
Different kind of salts and all these things. So people feel that if they can afford these things, only then they are eating healthy, which is not right.
Yeah.
If you're following, go buy from the local mandi. Get your sabzi. I go every Tuesday. I make sure from my gym straight to the mandi. I source my seasonal fruits and vegetables every time. So that's the Tuesday routine. And your home set dahi.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very I think I would say बच्चों जैसी बात there's a weather जो हमारी यहाँ सर्दी होती है ना जनवरी वाली, उस
हाँ
टाइम ना दही सेट होना घर पे बंद हो जाता है,
हाँ
इफ यू
बड़ा
नो
मुश्किल
दैट।
होता है हाँ
तो आई
करेक्ट
मतलब मैं ना उसको स्वेटर में बांध के किसी भी तरह
हाँ
से, एंड जिस दिन मैं उसको दिखती ना हो गया तो इतना जॉय आता है ना कि ये जम गया।
एट लास्ट
एवरी मॉर्निंग, अभी तो चलो नॉर्मल है वेदर, एवरी मॉर्निंग आई गेट अप और मैं देखती हूँ कि अच्छा दही जम गया, so इतना मजा आता है ना उसको देख के। एंड ये तो अब पता चला है ना कि उसमें न्यूट्रिशन होता है,
हाँ
तो जो उसके बैक्टीरिया हैं, तो आई ट्राई टू हैव न्यूट्रिशन, तो आई ऑलवेज रिकमेंड, ये मैं देखो अलग चलेगी ना अपना जो ये अलग तरीके से डाल देना होम सेंड घी वाला। हाँ, तो वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट टू मेक क्लीन ईटिंग एक्सेसिबल।
यस
क्लीन ईटिंग इज इजीली एक्सेसिबल। आप ये गो एंड शॉप योर वेजिटेबल्स फ्रॉम द लोकल, जो मंडी लगती है, होम सेट घी, पनीर, दे आर वेरी हेल्दी। जो लोकल मिलेट्स हैं वो फैंसी पैकिंग्स वाले मत लाओ बड़े बड़े स्टोर्स से, जो जहाँ जब फार्मर ने उनको हार्वेस्ट किया है, ट्राई टू सोर्स विद लीस्ट प्रोसेसिंग, सो दोज मिलेट्स आर रियली हेल्दी। योर दाल चावल, अगेन दैट्स अ ग्रेट कॉम्बिनेशन, you don't need those fancy foods.
राइट
So it's not that difficult. You can easily source that.
yeah so
And
it's not
mm,
really it's just a sort of trend that's been
yes,
built
it's a
around it
marketing thing
gimmick
to, sell something at double or
Hmm.
3 times the
The
price.
price yes
Yes.
recently also I'd come across this little news of Navjot Singh Sidhu's wife. She was
Mm-hmm.
suffering from cancer, I believe, and
Mm-hmm.
she was able to absolutely cure it
Mm-hmm.
by only following a proper diet. Is that right? Is that actually possible? Can I just follow a proper diet and kind of have no diseases
No
at all?
disease at all. See, talking about all these congenital diseases, cancers, and all, I mean, you don't know what's growing in your body, right? But yes, if you eat a healthy diet, a balanced diet,
Hmm.
clean diet, you can keep these diseases, But yes, I mean, cancer is, I think, something you don't know after how many years it's going to show up if it's
Yes.
there in your body.
But if it does show up, is
Mm.
it actually possible कि मतलब मैं proper nutrition के साथ मैं उसको combat कर सकती हूँ? I can
I would
completely get
not
rid of
say,
it.
I would not say that's the right statement to say, because what cancer's physiology is, the cells, they start multiplying at a rate that's not normal, and they
Yes.
start eating up your body. So with a diet, maybe at a early stage, it can be prevented, but I don't think it can be cured.
Hmm.
You need that medical treatment, all that is
So
required.
there's no staunch proof behind it
Correct.
as
Yeah.
such. Coming down to women now,
Mm.
women are a lot, they're suffering a lot with PCOS and
Mm.
PCOD.
Mm.
You also hear a lot of people
Mm.
saying that these problems did occur at a point of time before we knew about these such problems as PCOS or PCOD, where women were not able to conceive or they were not able to get their periods on time, but nobody made a big deal out of it. And right now, when it's been given a name and there's a name to this condition, so every other woman has PCOS or PCOD. When I say every other woman, I'm one of those as well.
Okay.
So you see, every other woman you talk to, at least if you're standing in a group of 5 women, you'll find at least 3 women are kind of
3
suffering with
from
this.
PCOD.
So what
Yeah.
is the myth around PCOS and PCOD, and is it actually very disastrous to your health, and how do you combat this, even though there are so many ways to kind of prevent PCOS or PCOD or even reverse this condition altogether, but what is the most helpful way to go about it?
See, PCOS, PCOD, it has become very common because of our lifestyles lately. We are sedentary. We are so much dependent on processed foods, right? So much screen time, not moving out, physical activities restricted. And for young girls, when we talk, when they go out to stay in hostels, PGs, that's the time, that's the root cause when it develops. They don't like the food that is served there, so they eat from outside.
Right.
So, which is something practical. So lately, I have so many, young girls staying in PGs who are my clients, and they know that yes, they would develop this. This is the awareness, and there are also certain positive things about social media. They know that this is going to develop, so they are conscious right now. They get those laddus and all made from home. I give them plans that make that dates ke laddus made, so for that evening cravings.
Right.
They source their vegetables, like whatever food is given. Maybe if they don't like the dal chawal roti served there, I tell them कि अलग से अपना salad लाओ, अलग से अपने eggs लेकर आओ to supplement the protein, अलग से पनीर लेकर आओ to cut on your dals and sabzis. So there are ways. The root cause we know. Processed food, eating outside, sedentary lifestyle, too much screen time, eating out again, I've already mentioned. So that's the reason behind it. And again, it's not a fancy term, I would say, PCOS, PCOD. It is really bad. There are certain, the condition sometimes gets so severe, you feel depressed. When girls, they get a lot of facial hair, pigmentation in the extreme conditions, which is scary.
Right.
And, then they're not comfortable with it. Girls, they have portrayed themselves like, those beautiful nazuk
Delicate,
kinds, delicate kinds. Na? Having those facial hairs, they definitely, your confidence is dropped with that.
Yes.
So again, it can be reversed. That severity can be reversed by the right diet, by eating healthy, balanced. Again, I always tell them कि जब घर जाते हो at least तब वो पूरा हफ्ता अच्छे से खाओ, and then you can reverse it.
You must have a lot of clients who are suffering with this problem.
Yes, many.
So how do you, is there a certain supplement that you kind of tell everybody, all of those clients? Do you
Mm.
recommend a certain type of
See,
supplement to
first
them?
thing is lifestyle modification. When I start with the consultation, firstly, I want to understand कि root cause क्या है, कि हुआ कैसे. With that one call, I look at that problem कि ये ऐसा हुआ है. So then that's how it's done. There are certain supplements like this inositol, which is usually given
Yes,
to
sir.
so it's given, it's recommended. But then I am not a supplement person. I leave that to doctors, to the gynecologists, let them recommend. But yes, in very severe conditions, I have to sometimes. But your diet is most of the time enough to
Right.
reverse PCOS, PCOD, provided the client is ready to make all those changes.
Yeah.
Like, a little bit of physical activity is important
Hmm.
along with that
So
dietary
when you say
changes.
little bit of physical activity, do you mean like proper workout?
No, again, depends. If that person is doing just 2,500 steps per day, I would say at least 75 tak jao. So if that person is already active but taking a lot of stress, then I tell them, okay, do some yoga meditation so that that stress management is
Is there?
done. It's different strategy for everybody, just by understanding that what would work for this person. Some are really like, there are some few mothers I've seen having such a hectic lifestyle, few who are staying abroad, जिनके आई थिंक किचन नीचे होती है, बेडरूम्स ऊपर होते हैं, तो बहुत बार दे टेल मी थी हमारे 15,000 स्टेप्स तो ऐसे ही
ऊपर
हो
नीचे ही
जाते हैं,
हो
ऊपर
जाते हैं,
नीचे करते
हाँ.
हुए, देन लुकिंग आफ्टर द किड्स एंड स्टिल दे हैव PCOS. So the reason for them is stress. So then stress management is important, telling them how not to stress, how they can prepare the meals, do meal preps well in advance, ताकि वो रोज stress ना हो खाना बनाने का.
Yes.
So
So stress can be one of the major reasons for
it
PCOS.
is one of the major reasons for PCOS, PCOD.
And it's also a side effect of it, or it is something that causes this
It's both
condition?
ways.
It
It's
can
both.
cause the condition
Stress
and also be a side.
causes, yes, stress causes hormonal imbalance, and
Hmm.
hormonal imbalance leads to stress.
Okay. Right. So I have this short rapid fire round ready for you. I hope you're ready for it. So the first question is lemon water, miracle or marketing?
Can I answer yes, or is there something in between yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes, most definitely. You can take a line or two here and there. Go for
Yeah.
it.
So lemon water, again, it's not something magical, but it is definitely a healthy drink to have. Other than those cold drinks and all, if you opt for a glass of lemon water, it's obviously healthy. Adding some chia seeds or goond katira into it in summer season makes it even more healthier. It does make your body alkaline once it enters your body, so it is a healthy drink to indulge in.
So what's that one food you'll never give up, even on your healthiest day?
I think it's my chai.
2 cups of chai.
2 cups of chai.
2 cups of chai. Okay. One overrated food that you think is a total scam.
I think sugar-free and fat-free biscuits, cookies that you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if they don't have direct sugar, they have a lot of alternatives and so many preservatives that are not even required by your body. So yes, that's something, and people think that buying those biscuits, they are doing something really good for their body.
But that's not the case.
That's not the case.
What's one myth regarding nutrition that you are tired of busting? I mean, every other person has this. But
That fat makes you fat.
So it's important to have some fat
Yes,
nutrients in your...
it is important. Yes, fat-free is not healthy. You need
Hmm.
to take fat in your diet.
Do you think influencers are ruining nutrition or are they helping it evolve?
Again, I would take 1 or 2 lines to explain. Whenever we follow a influencer, it's really important if whatever they are telling is that science backed. What is the logic behind what they are saying? Just blindly following something without any science behind it or any study involved in it. Again, that's, people need to be wise to take that decision, because social media hai to information to aayegi. So
Yes, correct.
it's your, क्या अंदर लेना है और क्या
और
वहीं
क्या नहीं।
छोड़ना है.
One food trend that you secretly like but you're guilty about it.
I think having chai with paratha.
Parantha.
This is
Paratha.
so something Punjabi,
Yeah.
that we cannot give up that chai and paratha. But then, yes.
It needs to be a whole vibe.
Yes.
मजा नहीं आता जी परांठे का जब तक चाय
जब
ना
तक
लो साथ
चाय
में।
का सिप ना हो, जब
Fair.
तक चाय चलेगी जब तक पराठा चलेगा.
So what's worse, a low carb diet or low self-esteem?
Low self-esteem.
Do you think a low carb diet can cause low self-esteem?
Definitely.
I think you've
You know,
talked about
yes,
it
I
before
talked
also.
about it in that Women's Day event, ना, because carbohydrates जो होते हैं वो body को happiness देते हैं,
हाँ.
तो when you are cutting those carbs from your diet routine, तो वो खुशी कहाँ से मिलेगी,
Right.
those hormones वो नहीं release होंगे जो आपको खुशी देते हैं.
Yeah, I remember you telling how it can also be a problem for your family members.
Yes, if your husbands will have to deal with those cranky wives
Yeah.
जो diet कर रही हैं और सारा दिन घर पर चिल्लाती रहती हैं.
But I'm like, husbands anyway find their wives cranky somehow, it's a whole thing. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fake are most of these what I eat in a day vlogs?
Oh, thank God you talked about it.
Please tell me.
See, again, I think we talked about this glow up culture thing, na? So
Yeah.
it's quite related to this. See, what I eat in a day. वो उन्होंने जो अपना रील या वीडियो बनाना है, they just have to tell that from this weight to this weight they came by eating this. So many reels you get there. So, but does that talk about what their lifestyle is all about? वो अपने बच्चों का खुद ध्यान रखते हैं? Are they good parents? क्या वो socially इन्वॉल्व हो पाते हैं, और दे आर जस्ट वेकिंग अप एंड ईटिंग, ये जो मैंने इतने ग्राम्स का लिखा है, इतने ग्राम्स मैंने को 4 अंडे खाने हैं, उसके बाद मुझे ब्लैक कॉफी पीनी है. एंड अदर थिंग इज what is suiting them, what is good for them. It's not that it is good for you as well.
Right.
Again, if you think that you are 100% like that person, it might be good for you, it might suit you. But if you are not like that, your lifestyle is not like the person, your physique is not like that person, your health condition is not like that person, then how can that person's diet, we get our dresses fitted from tailor-made from boutiques and all. How can something that will go inside your body be generalized?
Right.
It cannot be generalized. It has to be specific. Your diet is your diet, their diet is their diet. They can post all those videos for views, but watch them because they are interesting, but don't try to implement that blindly.
Correct. It's very important to choose the right kind of idols for yourself when it comes to your personal health, that is.
Yes, because with Instagram and all, these days everybody is a fitness influencer. These words never existed before 2020, and now you have so many of them.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to give you a few food options, and you have to tell me what would you pick out of these.
Okay.
So the first option is idli or smoothie.
Idli.
Explain me a little about it. Isn't it more difficult to make idli and it's easier to just grab a smoothie?
I won't talk about easy, because all good things don't come easily.
Correct. So you put your time into it.
No, I mean, now it's easy for me. It's not that difficult. I keep my batters ready. I keep my vegetables chopped. So yes,
Correct.
idli.
Okay, aloo parantha or sandwich?
Aloo parantha.
I don't know why, but I already guessed it, because about the chai and aloo parantha wala thing, it's been a thing now. Is it true that if you consume fruit juices, even if they're freshly processed, they do cause a surge in your insulin?
Everything, every food that you are eating, ultimately it becomes glucose in the body.
Yes.
Right? And insulin is body's response to glucose, and these juices, fruit juices, they spike up they are just fructose.
Yeah.
Fructose is type of glucose only in the body. So they would rise your insulin levels. So try having it with that fiber intact.
Okay, last. Wine or Patiala peg? because there are so many people out there who drink, but I mean, they don't understand which is the right kind of alcohol they should go for.
It's choice.
It's choice. Vodka, gin,
Choice.
anything. So
Again, I would say with alcohol, try not mixing it with, more sugary things. Like try having it in its natural form. Like if you're having wine, okay, have wine. If you're having some whiskey or vodka,
yeah,
try not mixing it with cold drinks or other sweet
energy
things to,
drinks or things like that.
increase. I mean, it would increase their calorie,
Right.
further increase the calories. And be mindful with snacking, because the major problem with alcohol is you don't, judge your hunger after that.
I mean,
Huh?
you're not even aware enough to be able to judge your hunger after that.
Yes, you're not
like,
aware.
I'm 2 drinks down, I'm good to go,
Yes.
let's do
There's
whatever.
so many people, they'll eat so healthy. Like many people who are into business, they're busy all day long, but then at the end of the day, they'll end up socializing, having a drink or two, and then forget about where to stop. And, they'll be ordering whatever they
Yeah.
like. So that's not the right trend.
Is alcohol sometimes good for your health as well? Like, sometimes they say wine is really good for the heart, or was it? No? Don't.
No,
You
man.
laughed like that. Now I have ideas about it.
So
So
that
it's
was,
not.
I think, many years ago, even I read some study related to it.
Huh.
So, but then again, I think if you talk about now, there's a lot of controversy that nothing of that sort, no amount of alcohol is healthy
For you.
and
Right.
or recommended. Yes, if you want to indulge, do in moderation and mindfully.
Yeah, without mixing.
Yes, without mix.
I mean, I think GD and Coke and then Jägermeister and Red Bull, they're some of the most sought after combinations when it comes to alcohol.
Yes.
And you just said that not to do any of that.
Yes, not to do any of
Right.
that.
All right, Tanviji. I think it was amazing having this conversation with you. Thank you so much for being a part of this podcast. I hope to do many more with you because I don't think this is enough. I believe there are so many more
Yes, so many
conversations that we
points
can
are
have.
left. Right, right.
Yes, so many topics that need to be talked
We'll
about.
meet again.
Yes, we should. We most
है ना?
definitely should. All right. Thank you so much.